traditional format just wasn't going to make sense to me for me after I'd been in New York like 3-4 years, because I'd already made a lot of connections and was working towards things and was waiting for other connections to pan out. So it didn't make sense to leave. And then, yeah, when I found out about the low residency format, I was like, oh, I get to keep everything I already have. I don't have to leave, and I get all the things that I would want out of an MFA program.
So before I came to VCFA, I had done a lot of directing. I'd made a lot of short films, and I hadn't really found my voice as a writer, if that makes sense. I was just doing all these little films that sort of dealt with stuff locally where I live in Dubai, but I'd never really found what it is I'm trying to really say. And what's great about VCFA is the kind of mentorship you get, the advice you get. Not only is it consistent, but it also shapes your tone and kind of digs a little bit deeper into what you really have to say, which at the end of the day is what anybody wants out of film school.
I'm a better filmmaker today than I was 2 years ago, clearly. I've grown a lot. The scope of my work has grown. The perspective on that work has grown, and it's just been an incredible experience.
You know, for me, the biggest gift was allowing myself to be open to whatever they had to offer and just trying it out and allowing myself to sort of experiment with what might happen.
I came into this already being an editor and a DP on feature documentaries, but I've never directed my own feature. So knowing who I was going to be learning from was really important, because I needed to there is that mutual respect. I want to be able to respect them as filmmakers in order to like care about their opinion. And seeing who the cast of characters were up here, it was, I felt like these are people that could really like help me out.
Working with an advisor the first semester, the notes felt really very, very tailored to my process, to my experiences, to the way that I work, my workflow, my references, my criteria. I mean, it was just pretty, it was so much more than I ever expected, and more than I even felt that I ever imagined would happen out of this. And so I'm very, very pleased with that.
The act of wanting to be a professor at VCFA is an inherently generous thing.
People from all over the US are here, and it has started a conversation between filmmakers, artists, transmedia storytellers, and it's just been incredible.
What do you think is the one thing you're going to take away from this program after you graduate?
A film, yeah, which I didn't have before I came.